Hi guys, welcome to the Business Plan Challenge. This is day one to write your business plan in 7 days. Today is not what you might have expected for a business plan challenge, but it's like the core of what really matters and how you're able to create your business. If you've done like a formal business plan, you'll have noticed that values are a section in the business plan, and your values come in multiple forms. And so I'll be talking about that today because it's really important. It's how people connect to your business, and it's how you connect to your business. And we'll be creating a statement that helps you line up with your values, which is just everything that's clear right now in your mind that motivates you. So, and then when you make a statement, and I'll talk more about how you do this in this video, but it really lets you future pace, what I call future pace, which is really like feel into that future version of yourself who's achieved the goal that you're setting. And today I'm just going to, at the end, give you some questions. This stuff is really powerful. It can continue to come up throughout business planning and in any areas where you kind of plateau out, and you need to really grow to break through those plateaus and get through blocks and get to the next level. In reality, your values are really how clients, customers, suppliers, your workers, it's how everyone connect to your business. And when you're really that solo owner business, or even if you're starting like a bigger business that'll have investors and more people involved, when you're the visionary, it's like you have to be super connected to your business to get to that next level. So, what do I mean by your values? Values actually covers a bunch of different areas. The first place to really start, of course, is whatever area of business you're in. You know, maybe you're really passionate about the environment. In my case, with my business, I have a different outlook of our economy and the nature of small businesses. You know, I see this as the times we are in right now as a huge, amazing opportunity for small business owners. You know, the systems that some people find are overwhelming and confusing, I think are amazing because they make it so easy for us all to play together and for us to get people to invest money in businesses and grow businesses. Like, I see this as an amazing time. More and more people are making millions of dollars with small businesses and bringing game changing services and products to the world and changing the way people live and solving our problems. And so to me, you know, I'm really inspired by that. And that's what really drove me forward in starting my own business, was that I realized that everyone didn't see it this way and that they could really use my perspective and my support in that way. So for me, like, that's a really big area of my business values. And you may have something like that as well. Of course, something in regards to the business area. Maybe it's not as deep either, though. It certainly doesn't need to be. Maybe your values are more about like having fun and it being some interesting work that you're interested in. Whatever the case, there's no right or wrong answer here. It's just about getting it down on paper and then really kind of like going a step deeper. Okay, well, why is that a value to me? And whenever you keep going deeper with the why, you know, you may think, oh gosh, I don't really know, but just give yourself time and space to answer some questions and actually write out the answers, because then you have to formulate a response, which forces you to make more connections. And you'd be surprised that you can really keep going when you didn't think you had an answer to the question. So you can really discover some interesting things. Now, the other area of why values is so important is because it also includes other things like how much money do you want to make? How do you want to live? And what is that going to cost? and to get detailed in those areas as well. That can be really powerful because, again, just like these other more purposeful values, they're all equally the same and motivating. For you to fulfill your value of purpose, you deserve your value of pleasure and financial to be fulfilled as well. And if you believe that, then you don't avoid it and not know how much money you need for it. You know what the money is, and then you plan accordingly, or count on your ability, have faith in something higher that the solutions will come and the money will come, just like your ability to fulfill the purpose in the business, whatever that may be. All right, so now we'll jump into some of the questions. Ask yourself, what is most important to you in how you live your life? Like, what do you value on the personal side? And just list out, what you value most. Then ask yourself, well, what do you really desire most? So that's kind of like reaching more, or more of something you already have, or just kind of like reaching a little more. What do you really want? And you might have one or two things come to mind. You might be like, I'm not really sure. Just let yourself write out an answer and then kind of like sit with it and see what else you can find. What do you want deep down inside to do in life and with your business? Sit with those questions. Then once you have a list, I only made 4 spots here. You can certainly write out more. And in fact, it's really a good exercise to write out a lot more. And then go through each one and ask yourself, okay, well, why do I value this? Why do I desire this? Why did it make it to this list right now? And just go a little deeper. And that can help you make sure that it's something that you actually desire. Because when you create desires and values, you're really trying to get at what connects you so that you can really easily take action in your business. But oftentimes we think we want something because of reasons that aren't necessarily ours. And so that's where, when you ask that why question and you really let yourself write more and you really think about it, you can really find the hidden stuff in there and get to what you really want, because that's how you get connected to these things and that's how they become powerful and really motivate you. Okay, so now go through your list again, and with each one, look at, okay, what am I doing currently with this? How am I prioritizing this? Am I prioritizing this? Am I not prioritizing this? What do I want to do more of this? Do I feel bad about how much I'm doing this or not doing this? Whatever the case. So then the last piece with getting into these values and desires is to go through that list one more time. And this time, ask yourself, what beliefs do I have about wanting this? Do I feel like I shouldn't want this or I should want this? And then a way you can really get at beliefs is, okay, well, what have I been saying about this to other people? Have I been saying I don't have any time if I want to feel like I have more time? You know, Stuff like that. And so go through each one and really ask yourself, what have I been thinking around this? What beliefs do I have around this? Okay, and that's it for the values and desires section. It's just a quick exercise. And you can kind of like take from this, all right, so what am I thinking my business values are, and what is like my highest personal values? And you continue to get clear on this stuff. Like, you don't just do it once. There's no real value in that. If you've done a business plan exercise and you just kind of threw in some values, it's like really coming back to this and continuing to do this will help you get more motivated and more clear. Okay, so for the next question, what you're going to do is choose specifically in the areas you're clear about. So you don't have to know any of the how, but you're going to choose the business and what your goal is to achieve in regards to whatever business idea you're clear that you want to choose and focus on right now for this business plan. So just kind of go with your gut, go with what makes the most sense financially, whatever you feel. It's like really going into your intuition and just making a decision to commit to this aspect, like setting a goal in regards to what you're clear about. So you may be clear about the industry, maybe it's a current business you have, and you may be clear about like how much money you want to make. Or you may be clear about a more purposeful goal, about maybe something to do with an environmental business or creating and selling a certain product and a value connected to that and a financial goal. It's whatever aspects you're clear about, state it here and really choose that. And then just take a look at that and ask yourself, okay, why did I choose this? Why is this right for me to focus on right now? Just to kind of dig in and double check yourself. It's really a way of like getting in touch with your intuition and kind of evaluating things yourself without just going back and forth in your head. You'll find this to be a much more clarifying exercise if you actually write or type out the answers. And then the last part is creating what I call your business success statement. And it's basically summarizing that goal you just made, only stating it in the present tense as if you completed it. So maybe you say, my blah, blah, blah business is super successful, earning $1 million and impacting a certain number of people, whatever it may be, right? The details, that's just an example. So when you're stating that goal in the present tense, as if it's already been achieved, every day that you read that, it can help really get you back into that feeling of this actually happening. And so that's really powerful to keep doing that while you're writing the business plan, to keep bringing you back to that goal and really getting your subconscious mind trained that this is happening. And that's super powerful for a lot of reasons that I won't get into this video. But all right, awesome job, and I will see you in day 2.